we be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Brand new podcast, chopping it up. You can get you some game or you can get you a cut. We speaking all kind of topics from rich to poor. All negative vibes, get your ass out the door. We connecting with the people trying to get them some knowledge. Whether working 9 to 5 or trying to get into college. We talking business, religion, race, cops, sports, celebrity, health, ops, everyday life shit. We go through it too. Gotta have them new J shit, we blow money too. Who you vote for? Who your favorite sports team? Who you signing to?
What's up, everybody? You tuned in to the Chopping It Up podcast, and hey, man, we are back again. Glad that you guys have tuned in to just be nosy, because I know some of y'all just know, just hate to not know. But anyway, I'm here with my good friend, man, one of the staple guys in this community, on Coke. The Coca-Cola product, that same product you drinking right now, it's a Coca-Cola product. Now, we don't do Pepsi. We do Coke. Ain't nothing against Pepsi. But anyway, Mr. Tyrell Robinson, man, good friend of mine, man, trustworthy. Man, I trust him in what he says and how he lives his life. A God-fearing man. I've met a lot of people, Tyrell, in life, man. And just what I do. And I can say, man, you're one of 3 that ever invited me to church. Mm-hmm. And I cut a lot of people out. Yeah, you do. I cut a lot of people out. Yeah. You're one of 3 that only invited me to come to church, man. Mm-hmm. So that lets you know, man, a lot of people don't really care about your spiritual side. Because they don't care about the hell. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all got the devil in you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all better get him out, because he coming back. That's the only thing I can tell you. He coming back. Moving forward, Tyrell, man, just like, what is your, like, when you wake up in the morning, what is your why?
My why is my family, my wife, and my 2 daughters. Go out every day to make sure I'm providing for them so they can have a good life, have memories. So that's my why. Every morning, that's my why I get up. That's why I stay motivated, because I want them to have the best life possible growing up. I want my girls to know that hard work does pay off. Mm-hmm. Understand what a good man looks like. Yeah. Then let them know, because you can't bring no trash home to daddy later on when you're 40. Yeah, well,
you know that woman, that wife ain't gonna let that go down anyway. She don't care what you say. Yeah, you just in 40. You just got to get the bat in the gun, but she gonna put the mouth on them.
Yeah. So that's it though. I want to just make sure that they're good. Like. That's overall, that's my why. Like, I want to make sure they're good and taken care of. So.
Yeah. So with that, man, how has the spiritual side of you being a God-fearing man, plays a role into your why?
I guess it plays a role into my why is understanding without God, as I'm nothing. Yeah. And then also, I understand that as the man, I'm supposed to be the spiritual leader of the family. Yeah. So I got to work on myself to be better for them. Yeah. So again, I'm not perfect. I'm not here to say, hey.
Me either. Me either.
And I'm not here, I say my faith is under construction, still being worked on. Yeah. So, every morning I wake up, I would say I always been a spiritual man, but after Easter, one of the pastor preached and said, hey, get back into your Bible. Read your Bible. The hard copy, not turn the pages, Bible, not get on your iPad or your phone, and find that routine to get back in the Bible. So ever since then, I get up every morning, I hit my alarm, and I get into the Bible. I just read a chapter a chapter every morning. I've been doing that since I guess that Monday after Easter. I've been doing it and faithfully doing it. I'll say Monday through Friday. Let me take that lie back. Monday through Friday, I do take off the weekend, but I guess I take off Saturday because on Sunday we're at church. Early.
So I ain't even doing that, so I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't reading nothing, man. I need to.
So, just that, and then just trying to live right and be the example for my daughters. Because at the end of the day, they looking at me, they're looking at Kim, how we live in our life or how we're acting, they're going to follow.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Man, that's good stuff, man. Because a lot of men aren't men in their households, and for whatever reason it is, that's their reason. But it's not a good reason if you're not doing it for the right reason, so to speak. And like you said, the thing I like what you said was being that spiritual leader in the household. A lot of people don't follow that script. I used to not follow that when I was that's when I was young and dumb. But then I didn't really know how much of a play that God played into my life until I had the understanding of it. And I went through some things, so where I had to turn over a new leaf, because and that's what we all do. Being young and in your 20s, 19, 20, you do stuff that just ain't pleasing to God. Yeah. But me, man, I had to get it right with him, So I totally understand that. Man, do you see yourself preaching one day?
No, I don't see myself preaching. I'm going to leave that to Kim. Because like I said, yes, I want to be the spiritual leader. I would say my wife have pushed me to become the spiritual leader and help me get there. But I think if anybody's going to be the preacher in the house, it will be my wife. Like in the fall, she'll be going back to school and for theology in Dallas. So I think she's going to be the pastor. If anybody's going to be the pastor, it's going to be Kim, Pastor Robinson, her. But again, she'll have my support, the girls' support to finish that and complete that. So if any Robinson gonna be a pastor, it'll be Kim.
Yeah. Everybody I asked that question, they said, no, I ain't gonna be no pastor. I ain't. No. Everybody say the same thing, but yours is a little bit different because you know where your wife's strengths are. And I think that's the perfect thing for a perfect relationship or a relationship that works. Yeah. Because you have to know where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are and allow the other partner to be able to be fluent in that, right?
Facts.
So man, that's good stuff, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man, when I be trying to do everything and it ain't for me to do everything. No, I'm hard headed. We
all are though.
Yeah, I'm hard headed, man. Sometimes I say, man, I need to just bump my head, and maybe some sense will come in now. Yeah. But then again, I say, no, I don't. I think you're gonna take away all the little sense I got if I bump it. So I had to reconsider that thought.
Got you.
But with all the accolades that you've, the degrees you have obtained, this, in your life, just to say, man, with your structure and also with your commitment. Would you say it was hard to complete that, or was it challenging, or was it just kind of focus type?
I say,
like, what degree did you feel like that?
I just felt I just had to buckle down more to have a plan in place. Because everybody wants to do something but not have a plan. So I understand, yes, I'm going back to school, working full time, and the girls' extracurricular are all over the place. Yeah, especially in the fall. Like you say, I'm busy in the fall. Like from September to December is crazy busy with birthdays and anniversaries and all the holidays. So just being focused on the end goal. Yeah, so my end goal was to, like I said, hey, I'm gonna go back to school, Kim. She said, oh, okay. So I had to come up with a plan and know how that was gonna look. Like I knew that was gonna be late nights and early mornings. And I'm already an early riser, so the early morning part is already just the late nights too. Yeah. Because you want to, after everybody went to bed, I was up in the other room writing a paper or studying for a test, or getting up early in the morning trying to knock out a paper or finish a paper or prepare for an exam before I went to work. And then did that, and then did the dance stuff or did basketball, or come home and got on the grill because I needed to cook or get something done. So again, it's just all about how you set up your plan. You got to have a plan, and then how you, I guess, not finalize it, but how you complete that plan.
Man, through all that, man, you ain't get tired?
Oh yeah, you're gonna get tired. Like I always tell my wife, like every quarter, it's one day where my body just shut down. I just need a day of rest, and it never fails. One day out of every quarter, I have a day where my body's just done. Yeah. I just take that one day, and then I'm back up the next day. So yes, you get tired. Yeah,
man.
You get tired, but again, but you push through that tire because you know what the end goal is.
Because
again, to me, I always try to show that I'll never get tired, but it happens. We're all human.
Yeah, I know it, man. Look, I used to not act like I was tired either. Yeah. But man, look here, man. Now I'm tired. I'm super tired. So when I close my eyes, I get down in that bed, boy, it's over with. I'm gonna call them dogs. Mama say call them dogs, or hogs or whatever she said. It ain't sheep. No, it ain't no sheep. They lie about that. Not for black folk. No, ain't no sheep. But yeah, man. Just looking back, if you had a chance to do anything other than what you doing, what would that be, Tyrell?
I guess I'd say coaching because I went to school for it, but I'm really not. When I say coaching, I mean coaching in the sense of being on the hardwood, coaching basketball, or on the football field, coaching sports. So I would say just to actually be in a sports activity coaching. Yeah, I coach my girls, and that's great. I still get to, share that knowledge that I have of the basketball game. But again, I would say if I wasn't in the sales world of Coca-Cola, I would probably be, on the football field coaching or on the basketball court coaching. When
this thing first took off for you with sales, did you see yourself advancing in that? Like, or do you just man, I'm gonna get a check, and now if I kind of find out if I want to do my coaching thing or if I want to pursue this.
Like the crazy part, like I remember if you start at Kroger, so I came down here in 06, and then my mom was paying the rent and everything. She's like, "But you gotta get a job for all the extra." I said, "All right." And I remember staying at Southwest Parkway, staying at the apartments on Southwest Parkway, and across the street was Kroger. And so I went in there and got hired. I remember September 2nd, 2006, I got hired at Kroger. And then I was a dairy clerk, so I learned dairy, and then they was like, "Hey, we need some help in the frozen." So I did frozen and deli bakery and all that. And then one day, one of the managers said, "Hey, you ever thought about closing?" I said, "Working at night?" "Nah, I'm cool. Let me come in the morning and then get out of here." He said, "Well, no, you can dress up." I said, "What you mean?" "You can wear a shirt and tie and slacks." "Oh, yeah, sign me up."
Yeah.
So I remember I started doing that, and then, I started liking and learning all the different departments. So I worked my way up, at Kroger, and then, like I said, having kids change things. You gotta be present. I remember, and Bailey still let me know the first 2 years I was not around because I was always at work. And I was living here and driving to Houston to work at my store. So, like getting up before to get on the road.
I never knew that.
Yeah. So when I got promoted to store manager for Kroger, I was in Houston doing it.
Wow.
So that driving every day, that takes a toll on your body.
Yeah.
On the family. So I said I got to do something different. And then I remember one of the Coke guys they got a relief position open here in Bryan. I said, I'll do it. So I remember doing an interview, I got it. And then I came in as a relief, just covering vacation. To me, it's easy. Like, man, I ran a store, over 200 people. Trying to manage that, this is easy. This is no stress, no nothing. I can do this. And then I did it. And then I got my own route for like a little bit. And then I had a supervisor position. They said, hey, you should apply for it. I applied for it. And then Coke decided to do like a restructure. So we had to apply for a position. Then I got a different job, the job I'm in now. So I've been doing it ever since. So yes, I see advancing. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, just looking at the different things that they have at Coke, because Coke is $1 billion company, so it's always opportunity to move up. Yeah. It just depends. Hey, do you want to move your family and move up? Or
have you ever thought about that though?
I thought about that, but Brian is home, and you got to have that village to help raise your kids. I got my in-laws here, so they help. And then Kim's at the church here. That's where she works at. And like I said, she's about to go back to school to become a pastor. So right now, this is where the Robinsons are at right now.
Man, that's no lie, Tyrell. Man, I'm very proud to say that I know you guys, because a lot of times, man, I can't call people friends because of the structure of their life, and it's not a knock to them. Yeah. It's just that's not the way I'm going in my life. Right. So at the end of the day, man, it's good to hear that. It's good to hear it, and it's not for no ratings, no cap, no nothing, man. It's just good to hear that because a lot of times we don't know where people are in their life. No, a lot of people don't know where I'm at in my life, and unless I tell you, But everybody's looking to be better at what they do, no matter what it is, and that's the truth of it. So, man, you just helped me with that. Just what you're saying brings a lot of stuff I had uncertain in my life that I thought about that was meaningful, but wasn't really. It brings a clarity to it, to where you have to know where you're going and what you're doing with the plan. Because I know being black people, man, we just did them do stuff. Say, man, you had planned to do that? Nah, I just did it. No, and then you wonder why the bottom fell out.
No, you got to have a plan.
Yeah.
But another thing is, though, we can have a plan, but God's plan is bigger. So you got to understand that. You know, my good friend Frank used to always tell me, what's for you is for you.
Yeah.
So that always stuck in my head. And then, like, not everything's going to go your way.
Yeah.
But it's then how you react to that.
Yeah.
It's simply like, not everything going to go your way. You're going to have highs and lows, but at the end of the day, God got to be the foundation.
Yeah. Well, Tyrell, I'm going to tell you this, man. You might not like this, what I'm about to say, though, but you're going to have to write the sermons for Kim because it sounds like you preaching now. Yeah, Kim, you got to let him write the sermons because start not, let him get himself wet off in that, step into that. But man, I like that, man. How you paraphrase that, because with God, I know the sky's the limit. Mm-hmm. We all know that. Yep. But will we allow Him to be that God that He can be in our life, to where we can reach the pinnacle or that extra that we're looking for in our job, or even that relationship being that mend, it takes that. Cause I know even in the relationship and even in your marriage, it ain't always been peachy cream, but you guys have managed to face the things that you face and get through it. Yeah. Not only as a family, but as a couple, because you see the outcome. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember when I came to church, man, when y'all were at the other church, and man, it was just good to I just felt like I was a part of something. Mm-hmm. But I had never been there. Yeah. You can feel, when the invite is genuine and not money related. Yeah. Hey man, come on here, man. Cause they know I'm a boss. Yeah. Say, hey man, come on over here and come on, share your wealth. God told me to tell you. Man, God ain't told. Why he ain't told me? See, when you get to start saying stuff like that, then you start an argument and you start a fight.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I'm the type of person that I don't fight now. That don't mean I don't know how.
Gotcha.
I don't know. That don't mean I don't know how. But at the end of the day, man, I try to keep it player. Well, that's not a good saying. Excuse me, guys. I don't try to keep it player. I just try to keep it copacetic. Let's use that word going forward. But again, Tyrell, man, like, have you ever thought about, like, doing things other than, like, just hear me out when I say this, branching out and doing other things that something that you like to do, that you could put your own stamp on, like making coming up with a grill, or coming up with something that that's your own stamp on it. That's something that you like to do that nobody knows that Tyrell likes to do this. Whether it's putting a table together and making it a certain way.
Well, I can tell you, it's definitely not that.
What's that?
Putting stuff together.
Well, you might. Bailey, Bonnie.
No, I usually. It's time to call the father-in-law. Then when I got to put something together, I'm calling him. Hey, Barry. So I'm about to come to the house. I'm gonna need your assistance. But I really haven't thought about something I could put my stamp on it. Right now, I'm just trying to put a stamp on being the best father I can be for my girls right now. So that's the only thing I can really say I ever thought about putting a stamp on. Just being great at that. Yeah. Again, I got these 2 girls I need to show the world to.
Man, I was excited to see him, man, when he came in with you last time. Man, you could tell them sisters, man. They sisters. They are truly sisters.
Yes.
And it's just good to see how well they get along together. You know, at times.
At times.
You know, because they sisters.
Yes.
You know,
at times.
But at the end of the day, man, I can honestly say this. Now, I had some in here that, man, I thought I wanted to kick out Tyrell. But, you know, at the end of the day, you can tell how well the kids are and how much you and your wife put into them by the way they behave and by how they talk, how they carry themselves. You know, of course, you know, they're going to be who they are.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not going to get out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like, now, I had some in here that came in, Doc, I thought I was going to have to do something to them. And, man, I don't believe in dealing with nobody else chilling.
Yeah.
You know, I call them children when they bad. You know, children when they semi-bad and kids when they're good. That's the terminology. You know, so at the end of the day, man, I can tell you guys have really worked on your kids. Yeah. And a lot of people don't spend no time with them, so they don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. To be honest. No. You know, but so are the girls football fans too?
Yeah, you know they football fans. I got 2.
You already know. Lord.
You already know.
Now see now. Golly, I thought you were gonna go another route there, man. So they Cowboy fans too.
Yes, sir, they are.
God. Oh yeah, I remember you did say because you bought jerseys.
Yes, I did.
So they A&M fans too?
They A&M fans too. Got them jerseys too.
Wow, man. I can't get mine to do all that. They looking at me, yeah, okay, that's him. Yeah. You know, but that's good, man. Now I know I can win them over if I try a little harder though.
There you go.
But man, I'd be so tied up in them old Aaron Rodgers. I'd be like, man, no. he just ain't got it to me. So I don't even try.
No, I got you.
You know, but you know, again, man, I heard you mention your father-in-law and your mother-in-law, man, and the structure that they allow y'all to have would help out with the kids and things of that nature, man. Do you think that that's a problem now in the world that people don't have support when they have kids, and you think that could?
I would say yes, because it seems like most of the time everybody move away from their parents, and when they start their own family, so they don't have that cushion to help, or just that village to help. So yes, to answer your question, I'd say yes.
Because
we got lucky. We hearing Brian, that was Kim grew up. So yeah, it works out.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, man, that's part of it. Mm-hmm. Just being able to have that option is a plus, I think. But I know some people that, like you said, move away. They don't have that balance where I can call grandma or grandpa. Yeah. And it's like, man, I feel like I'm doing this all by myself because I don't have a cushion. I don't have any help. But I know in today's society, man, it's very much needed because a lot of people are working like 24/7 because everything everything is high. It's expensive. And now look at it, man. We're going in the middle of July, and school's gonna be starting in a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
So, have you started school shopping yet? I ain't gonna look at it.
No, hey, but I got a plan though.
See, he got a plan. See, when you got a plan, man, you ain't gonna fail. No. But man, it seemed like they just got out, didn't it?
Yeah, it seemed like it.
God,
it go by fast.
The only thing I'm glad about that is I know football season right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner, baby. That's the only thing I like about going back to school. Yeah. Hey, going back to school, I get my refrigerator back, keep all my waters in there intact, all my Powerade, Gatorade, juices, all that.
There you go.
Sometimes even some noodles. I ain't no noodle fan, but I like looking at them. I ain't gonna cook none, but I like looking at them. Oh, I got noodles in there. See, if noodles in there, boy, ain't nobody hungry. Ain't nobody eating nothing too much.
I got you.
And all the snack cakes stay there too. Yeah, all that stuff stays in there. But well, people, man, I'm here with my great friend, man, Mr. Tyrell Robinson, man. I'm really enjoying our conversation, really enjoying what he's giving out, because this thing, man, is very much needed for us to know how he operates, what's his why, with his family, with his job, with having plans and doing the things that he needs to do to make sure that he's sold out, to make sure he's doing the best and be the best father for his girls and the best husband for his wife. Some of y'all need to get your pen and pad and write this down. Get it and write it down, because you're playing. Stay tuned. You tuned in to the Chopping Up Podcast.
Brand new podcast, chopping it up. You can get you some game or you can get you a cut. We speaking all kind of topics from rich to poor. All negative vibes, get your ass out the door. We connecting with the people trying to get them some knowledge. Whether working 9 to 5 or trying to get into college. We talking business, religion, race, cops, sports, celebrity, health, ops, everyday life shit. We go through it too. Gotta have them new J shit. We blow money too. Who you vote for? Who your favorite sport?